Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my YouTube channel, the channel where I strive to make the world a better place, one video at a time. Hello all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is, what good does complaining do? What good does complaining do? I'm going to start off this video by giving an example. You see, you may come from a household, I come from a household that is middle class, or maybe it's lower class, but you still live comfortably. Maybe it's higher class and you live comfortably, but let me give an example. Maybe you're in those brackets, but you're living comfortably. Let's say someone is living comfortably and they come home they look in the refrigerator and they say there's nothing in the refrigerator, but really there's some eggs, there's some cheese, and there's some ham or whatever. There's some butter. So that's a little concoction that you can cook up with those ingredients that I just named. But maybe that's not exactly what you want. Maybe that's not exactly what I want. I am a victim of this. I'm gonna say, oh, there's nothing in the refrigerator. There's nothing in the fridge. Well, there's this, and that. Oh, I don't want that. There's nothing in the fridge. We don't have anything. Mom doesn't go to the store enough. Dad doesn't go to the store enough. And we murmur and we complain. Or maybe you see an issue with something. Maybe the city government in your specific location isn't doing their part to make sure that the roads are getting resurfaced as they should. Or maybe you go to a school and you feel like there's a certain rule that should be changed because there's too much people getting in trouble or something. Or there's too many trends of young people committing acts that aren't good. And it's causing chaos in the school. But we sit here, we murmur and complain about things. And maybe you can take an example that I just mentioned and apply to your life, or you could come up with an example in your own life where you have murmured or complained here recently. Because millions of people do it every day. We murmur and we complain about certain things. But the crazy thing about it is, you got millions of people murmuring and complaining about something, but nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody's actually trying to figure out what the root issue is. No one's actually trying to figure out, okay, after the root issue, okay, what are the steps I must take in order to fix the problem? Okay, I figured out the steps. Okay, now I must figure out how I'm going to apply myself to carry out those steps and form a solution for this problem that I'm murmuring and complaining about. But see, too many times we don't do that as humans. Too many times we just sit and murmur and complain, and nobody does anything about the situation that we are complaining about. Instead, we just grope and mope and and feel bad about the situation, but do nothing about it. We murmur. We complain. We aren't thankful as we should be. And we sit here and make a big deal about something so small. And it just seems like everything that comes out of our mouth is negative because we're just complaining and murmuring and complaining and murmuring. But my question to you is, if you are murmuring and complaining about some things, my question to you is, are you going to do something about it? And also, not only doing something about it, maybe you're not the one that's called to do something about it. But you may not be the one called to change it, but what is your attitude like in the midst of it? You can change your attitude about it. Well, yeah, this is an issue, but instead of me just murmuring, complaining about it all the time, let me actually tell somebody about this issue. Maybe they can fix it if I can't fix it myself. Too many times we murmur and complain and don't actually try to find out what the root issue is of the problem that is at hand, that is in front of us. And we ourselves or somebody else doesn't fix it. If you just murmur and complain about an issue, it's not going to change. In fact, it's only going to get worse because it's going to keep going and going and going unless somebody else does something about it or you do something about it yourself. What good does complaining do? What good does complaining do? It does no good. In fact, it makes the situation worse. So I challenge you today to try to work on your attitude when you see a situation the way it shouldn't be. And have a good attitude in the midst of it. And try to figure out the root issue of the problem so you can change it. Or tell somebody else about it so they can change it if they're the one that's meant to. And I challenge you to challenge yourself to say, today, I'm not going to complain. Today, I'm not going to murmur. I'm going to keep my attitude right. I'm going to try to fix the situation. Or reach out to the people that can fix it and tell them about it so they can do their job and fix the situation. What good does complaining do? Ask yourself that question as you journey through your day, your week, your months, years, life, even. This is important for all of life. This is a very important lesson for all of life. What good does complaining do? Thank you so much for your time and your precious attention. I hope this video was a blessing. And I hope the words that I said affected you in some sort of way so you would want to apply them to your life. Once again, I thank you so much for your time and your precious attention. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. And as always, until next time. Yeah.